the elites, the cabal, the whatever you want to call these people, they are panicking. All this hate versus Israel they did not anticipate. And I'm talking from America, one of their biggest supporters, the American people to be exact. Anti-Semitism came out of nowhere in America. Like it was always around, but now this exploded like wildfire. Every politician you see on TV is just scrambling, panicking, sweating, and they always try to usher it away or push it away. But this ain't going away. For everything Israel has did in that so-called war and all the money we spend over there, because we scaling back everything in America right now, this hate ain't never gonna go away. We ain't got money for student loans, grants, healthcare. The housing market is out of whack. Whether you owning or renting, the auto industry in shambles. And don't even get me started on these tariffs and what they did to these small businesses. And whether you're a farmer that does soybeans, beef, or vegetables, y'all all got screwed. They arrested all the migrants, so there ain't nobody to pick the vegetables. Y'all started a war with China that bought the most soybeans, then ended up making a lesser deal than it was last year. Then when beef farmers was finally about to make some real money, he sent $40 billion to Argentina and bought their beef. They sent billions over there talking about Israel really needs it for defense. They're fighting for their lives. But what about us? What about our healthcare? What about our housing? What about our groceries? Everything's a quarter more, and a quarter more every time I'm going to the grocery store. My salary ain't increasing a quarter more. If I want to better myself to get a better salary, don't I gotta go to school? Which you say you ain't got money for either. Americans are angry, and this be swept under the rug like they won't. So them politicians gonna keep on sweating.
Though I understand this brother's sentiments, I 100% disagree. The thing is that we're actually playing exactly into the hands of the elite and what their goals were. You see, they've been planning this for a very long time, and unfortunately, not everyone understands when it comes to how this world operates. It doesn't operate in terms of nation states. It operates in terms of one world.
While Israel and Iran are going at it, let's not forget what this gentleman right here said way back in the 1800s. A third world war will occur between the political blank and the leaders of the blank world. You got to read it. The war must be conducted in such a way that blank, the blank, and political blank, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion. I made a video about this guy. This was my second video I ever made on this page last year when Israel and Iran was going at it. Now, I blanked out some of the words because I want this video to reach people so that they can understand that we're following a script. Guys, Bible prophecy is going to happen whether you want it to or not. And you have men like this who have existed throughout centuries, a part of a secret order. I know I sound crazy. And this is for entertainment purposes only. The secret order I'm talking about is the Templar Order on Assassin's Creed, the video game. I am not talking about anything realistic. But follow me. Men like him have existed for hundreds of years, carefully guiding and also going along with history as God's prophecies have it. They've been capitalizing on such things, and this is how the beast system will ultimately rise order out of chaos. Guys, share this video, please. Because like I said, I made a video about this. It was my second ever post on this page. It was last year around April, and I need people to understand that this is a script. Okay, mind you, this same guy accurately predicted the First and the Second World War. Go ahead and look him up. The name will be listed right here. God bless you. Be praying. Jesus is coming soon. We live in the end times. It's great days we live in, and time is short. Okay, it's time for us to get our heads out of the sand.
I think our failure to understand that the scriptures are very clear when it talks about the end times and that there would be a one world order. There would be a one world religion, one monetary system, and one governing ruler, which would be the Antichrist. And I want to give a shout out to my sister Carol because she sent me the video that I'm getting ready to share with you all next concerning this whole propaganda piece. And Albert Pike's prediction also included Christianity, and that people will be so disgusted and disillusioned with Christianity that they would turn to the light of Lucifer. The nation state of Israel is playing their part comfortably into the destruction of all monotheistic religions.
Hold on, did y'all know that Israel flew out 1,000 U.S. pastors to Israel so they can become pro-Israel and teach their congregation how to be pro-Israel? I guess when you're getting paid a lot of money, I guess it really doesn't matter. These pastors will do anything for money. Mind you, 1,000 pastors? I mean, like, think about how big the congregations are. Each pastor probably has thousands of people they're shepherding. So this is a lot if you really think about it. So they're basically flown here to, one, get bribed, right? And two, get paid to have everyone in America use Jesus for us to be pro-Israel. Think about that. They're going to use, these pastors are going to come back to America and use Jesus for you to be pro-Israel, which means you will be okay with everything that Israel does and says. Mind you, pastors have so much power, some of the most power in the world, that because of their influence and the illusion that the pastor is closer to God than you are or than its congregation is. Most churchgoers are going to most people want to take the pastor at his word because they trust them. They believe that they're closer to God. And so this is going to be the biggest manipulation ever. Just the fact that they have to fly out pastors to teach them how to be pro-Israel is insane to me. Mind you, Christians and Jews don't even believe in the same thing. To me, this is very similar to Islam flying out Christian pastors to be pro-Islam. I don't see the difference, or pro-Muslim. I don't see the difference.
You see, these elite understand exactly what they're doing. They've been doing it for quite a long time. But the problem is that many people fail to understand that a large part of their propaganda has to do with the fact that they actually understand the scriptures. They research the scriptures, and their goal is to revert the actual prophecy of what is going to happen in the scriptures for their benefit. They understand that the Messiah is coming back, but they want the world systems, the world peoples, to become worshipers of Lucifer before all of this is said and done. So even though this first gentleman is thinking that this whole propaganda of quote unquote anti-Semitism, which the word Semitic means Afro-Asiatic and not Eastern European, but nevertheless, even though he believes that there is this uptick of so-called anti-Semitism, it is not. It is finely tuned and orchestrated, and it is controlled at the top. It is controlled at the top with puppeteer actors such as Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson pushing the propaganda today and using the rhetoric of the Israelite community to speak against the bloodline of the Eastern Europeans as not the true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, so that they may further the elite's goals of pushing the propaganda against the nation state of Israel so that they can form a one world religion that is under the direction of Rome. Rome has been universal from the beginning, and Rome will continue to be universal, but not towards the Messiah, but towards the anti-Messiah. And that is the direction that things are going in. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section below regarding this idea that Americans are fed up with the Jewish state and now they have decided that they are going to be quote unquote anti-Semitic, etc., etc. I see the propaganda for what it is, and that's why we need to know the truth of who we are. We need to know who the true Yahudim are. And if you have not gotten a chance to get a copy of my book, Israelite, How to Know Your Identity Without Losing Your Savior, this is a powerful time in the earth to get your hands on that copy. Why? Because we need to know what is getting ready to take place with the true children of Yasharel before our King returns. Thank you so much for listening. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time. And as always, be resilient and Yah bless.
You don't get to ask those questions.